David, an executive coach. Aristotle famously remarked, humans are rational animals. Our ability to think and analyze differentiates us from other living beings. Truth be told, along with being rational animals, humans are also rationalizing animals. This attempt to appear reasonable to self and others explains the need for and importance of persuasion and influence. Persuasion is an art. Try too hard and you might be branded as being aggressive. Be gentle and your message will probably be brushed aside. However, it is essential to remember that an act of persuasion is not one of manipulation. It is often confused as being conniving and having an ulterior motive. You might be able to fool people sometimes, but is it sustainable? Persuasion and influence have their foundation in authenticity and gravitas. In this module, we will understand why both these skills are critical in the workplace and how you can build them. Influence versus persuasion. Tell me honestly, do you believe the terms persuasion and influence have the same meaning? Although both persuasion and influence may sound very similar in concept, and the means to achieve them often overlap, but they are not the same. As per Joseph Wong, influence is the compass, persuasion is the map. Let us first understand the difference between both terms. Persuasion can spur someone to take action or make a decision without actually earning their buy-in. In the case of influence, earning trust is a prerequisite to inspiring them to act or to make a particular decision. In more straightforward cases, persuasion is presenting your case in such a way that it changes the person's opinion, while influence is a part of a person's identity. People gain influence through experience, accolades, recognition, etc. Acts of persuasion slowly build up to create influence. Let us look at some of the benefits of being persuasive or holding influence in the workplace. Helps rapport building. The more you can channel your persuasion, the better the chances are of quickly building work rapport with your coworkers. Helps you perform better at work. Being persuasive can help you sell your idea to the management and goods and services to the customer. Smoother conflict resolution. Conflicts can be resolved smoothly by persuading people. Better negotiations. Being persuasive can help you strike a better deal while negotiating. Stronger relationships. Having a certain level of influence leads to stronger relationship building. Increased confidence and self-esteem. Confidence and self-esteem can be considered byproducts of being influential. Leadership skills. Finally, the hallmark of a good leader is their influence. A leader or manager's primary role is to guide and manage others and align them to the organization's goal and vision. In uncertain times, one has to take tough calls for the greater good. Can you imagine being effective in the workplace without the critical skills of persuasion and influence? Before we understand how one can build these skills, let us look at some of the barriers to persuasion and influence. Physical and physiological barriers. These can include distance, lack of communication, etc. Cultural or language barriers. Assumptions about cultures, speaking different languages, strong accents, etc. Little in common. People can't connect if they have nothing to discuss. They can't relate to each other as they share no common interests or experiences. Talking too much. The more you talk, the less you listen. It would be best if you listen more to the people you're trying to persuade. Lack of enthusiasm. If you don't believe in yourself or communicate with enthusiasm, you can't expect people to reciprocate. Over-enthusiasm. Being over-enthusiastic can also be detrimental to being persuasive or building influence. It can be mistaken for desperation if not managed correctly. Information overload. Too much information can confuse the audience and hinder the influence process. Apart from these barriers, you may also run into people resistant to persuasion. In the next chapter, let us focus on building persuasion.